Poetry lovers, thanks so much for joining me. I'm Samantha, and I'm the editor and curator over at Shine International Poetry Series. Today, we're celebrating the launch of Mapless, poems by Kyla Hubolt, and Kyla was the winner of the 2026 Shine Come As You Are book prize. I'd like to read a few selections from the book and let you know that you can purchase it on any Amazon marketplace worldwide. We are also grateful to Tom Snarsky, the author of Mountbank, who provided a beautiful blurb for our back cover. So I hope you'll check out Mapless, and in the meantime, enjoy these 5 poems that I'll read for you today. Kyla has a wonderful style of doing some social outreach, some interesting perspectives on emotional and social issues, and she also just provides maybe a little bit of a map, even though we call it Mapless. So enjoy. Ambush. She chases the gulls into the sky for the sheer doing of it. Feet bare on the cold, wet sand, the thrill of that, and the shock of a sudden wave catching her at the knees. Knowing a warm embrace waits just there, she turns to it. Damned memory, stubborn as barnacles. Time can't scrape you off. You seduce with delight, then turn to stab and rend. So remember this. He's dead and never really wanted you. Rather, be a flightless bird, or better, a sand snail to burrow away. No taunting wing-borne dreams, to steal a small, dark piece. Next, I'd like to read Coded. The world is coded for torture. See the picture, and it is already burrowing behind your eyes, into brain tissue, depositing seed, spawning those foolish twins, obedience and rebellion, each one carrying the genes of hatred. We tuck our freedoms into our pockets and saunter out into the day, not even holding our breath as one after another distant neighbors are gunned down, poison burning in backyards. Such a mess, all this dying. But, oh, this is the life. We paid for it, didn't we? It must be ours. That was Coded. And this is Full Stop. Suddenly, the lights go up. All the men behind curtains just walk away. We don't bother to point. All the actors strip off their human suits, wipe the sweat from their snouts, queue up for the bus ride home. The rest of us blink, look at each other, pick things up and put them down again. Remember something we used to love. Begin to remember how. That's just a beautiful one, I think. I have 2 more that I'd like to read from Kyla Hubolt's Mapless. This is No Bed of Roses, and then we'll close with the titular poem. No Bed of Roses. To distract us from horrible numbers, I wear this hat. It's wide as a plate, full of roses and birds, a platter in red and white, and thin as a peel of sunburned skin. You can see right through it. The birds fly around it and nest and do all the bird things. You can watch my hat instead of the news of the horrible numbers who populate all of our nightmares, disturbing our rest. I say rest because who still sleeps after all that has happened? The birds, though, they sleep. They sleep among the roses encircling my large plate of a hat, the hat thin as reason, thin as a thought of compromise, and wide as all one person can do to avoid knowing certain things. Wide as a sea of forgetting the horrible numbers, wide as loss, as much loss as one small person can carry upon a hat, even a hat as wide as mine. Ah, the roses. They have such a lovely scent. It keeps me awake at night. Let them. And finally, this is Mapless. How much of a life is a long walk in the wrong direction, and who's to say anyway, wrong or right? Because always, alongside the edge of any trail, there are all the things, small bits of glass, occasional flowers, torn nests. Even once in a while, a whole book may be stumbled across, possibly a boring book of formulas for calculating the girth of fasteners. But it's equally possible you'd find a book of your very own ancestors' secret stories. And say you find such a book, but it is in a language you do not recognize, and it is musty, besmirched, has missing pages, and say you pass it by or even carry it to a trash bin and toss it in, and then your ancestors begin finding your dreams. Who's to say that was a wrong direction? Maybe they just want to say thank you. Our stories belong in the trash. We never should have told them, allowed them to be written. We will grant you 3 wishes now. And then, as always, it's up to you how sweetly you'll make a mess of your life this time. Thank you for listening and joining us for the launch of Mapless, and I'd like to thank Kyla for allowing me to collaborate on her beautiful collection. Again, you can pick up this collection on any Amazon Marketplace worldwide. Have a great day.